Welcome to Shanghai, China, for what I've no doubt is going to be a fantastic F1 qualifying session. I want to talk briefly about the strategy in these qualifying sessions. Anthony Davidson, how can a driver adjust their approach to gain those critical extra tenths of a second?
Well, qualifying isn't about adjusting your approach necessarily, it's more about trying to repeat a low fuel run that you've practiced prior to this session. You're looking for perfection on the lap, and that's hard to achieve if you're trying something new. There are some variables that can stand in your way, however. Track position or unexpected yellow flags, for example. Coupled with ever-changing track conditions, it's important to be out there at the right moment. But as a driver, you have to try and ignore these distractions and just keep your mind focused on that one perfect lap.
Okay, here we go. First run of qualifying one at China. Hoping for big things this weekend from the McLaren boys. Lando still hasn't scored any points in the championship, so he needs to step up. We want to get back on the points because we didn't score any last week at Bahrain. Now there should be some rain in the actual race tomorrow. It's forecast to rain round about the middle of the race. I think so. I think it's going to be a dry start, but yeah, there should be some weather later on in the race, so that might make things interesting. First wet race, if it does rain, that I've had in the season, so we'll see how I cope with it. See, just looking at the radar, but things looking pretty good for me. I've dropped the Alfa Romeo slightly on this lap that's behind me in qualifying, you can see on the radar, and Alfa Romeo are usually around that 15th place mark, which is like the benchmark to get into Quali 2, so good thing that I'm outpacing them at the moment. So first run, we put it in 5th position. It's a good first run. Obviously there are still some cars to set times at the moment. So we opted not to go out for a second run, and it worked just. We scraped through in 14th. But we are through to Quali 2, that's all that really matters. Out-qualified comfortably by Lando there, though, up in 7th, so we're going to have to go a little bit quicker. You can see from my running Quali 2, I go out on the medium tyres. Whichever time you set the, or whichever tyre, sorry, that you set your fastest time in Quali 2 is the tyre that you start the race on. So the idea is that with rain coming about halfway through the race, I want to be able to start on a tyre that lets me go longer, whereas most of the computers, the AI cars, are going to be starting on the soft tyres. I want to start on the mediums and try and go to the rain, and hopefully the AI will have to pick beforehand, but we'll have to see if that works out. We've got to see if the mediums are fast enough first. That's the Mercedes in front of me. The Mercedes have been comfortably the fastest 2 cars throughout all 3 practice sessions, so I'm not expecting to be anywhere near them. But it's really a battle on for 7th at the moment between myself and the other midfield teams, because Mercedes, Red Bull and Ferrari are just way clear of the rest of us at the moment. It's been a fairly tidy lap, sort of probably a little bit tidier than the soft tyres on the Quali 1, but then the mediums are slower than the softs. We come across the line, and we put it in 4th place provisionally, but obviously with a lot of other cars still to set times. As you can see, that run puts me 9th once the other drivers have gone out. Still waiting on Lando Norris to set a time, and he does. And I did actually go out for a second run, but I did mess it up. The soft tyres, I put the soft tyres on, couldn't get any pace, made a couple of mistakes, and I didn't improve on my time. So it is 11th that I will start in the race, but I will have free choice of tyres. So I might even put on the hards, to be honest, and try and get to the rain if it does come. But yeah, we'll see how it goes in the race tomorrow.